This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday the 15th of November, the morning edition. I'm James Spann. Little rain at times today. Some thunderstorms before the weekend is over. Will there be any severe weather with that? We'll take a look at all the possibilities and much more. So strap in and let's take a look. We'll begin with the water vapor satellite view this morning around the nation. Well-defined shortwave energy nearing the state from the west. That shortwave axis around the Arklatex. And that's going to squeeze out little rain today. That's the radar composite at 5 o'clock this morning. There was some rain down in South Alabama and also rain moving into the Mississippi Delta region. And we'll see that this afternoon and early tonight. I don't think it rains a whole lot, but it will rain at times. And as expected, not nearly as cold this morning. You know, we had the temperatures as cold as 16 yesterday in Alabama. The cold spot early this morning is Gadsden. They've got 37. Fort Payne is sitting at 50. Last night, they were at 30 degrees. They were below freezing during our 10 o'clock news, and they have gone up 20 degrees since then as clouds have increased and south winds have kicked in. We'll be around 60 today for the high. That's still below average, but better than recent days. And a peak of temperatures around the nation, I'd say those numbers are seasonal for mid-November. Watch warning map pretty quiet. Got some winter weather issues back in the northwest United States and some wind issues over New Mexico, but the eastern half of the country is very quiet. Take a look at the severe weather possibilities. This is the day 2 convective outlook. This is for tomorrow. There's no formal risk, but there is a 5% severe weather circle on the board from Little Rock and Tulsa up to Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, Wisconsin, and Des Moines, Iowa. But this is the one that everybody's kind of watching carefully. This is day 3. This is Sunday. And yeah, the SPC guys have pulled that risk farther south. That now includes Jackson, Birmingham, Huntsville, basically areas along Interstate 59 and north, and then all the way up to Nashville, Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and Detroit. And clearly the higher percentages are north of here. And I think within that 30% bullseye, there's going to be a lot of strong wind reports. The low-level jet is screaming up through there. It's not going to take a lot to get that down to the surface. So I would imagine you'll hear a lot of reports of trees and lines down with strong straight-line winds. And it comes in terms of our severe weather threat. Just hang on here for a few minutes. We'll take a look at very detailed modeling on that, and we'll talk about the possibilities. Here's the rain for the next 5 days. This is suggesting about 3/4 of an inch, and this is through Wednesday morning of next week. Let's look at the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid at noon today. This is the 06Z run, and the level here is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. And you can see that shortwave approaching the state, and down below that, the day will be cloudy, and we'll have some rain to deal with at times. This is the high-resolution NAM at noon today. And you can see it's not going to be heavy, and it's not going to rain all day long, just showers from time to time. Now, this is 6 o'clock this evening, and the NAM has most of the showers out of here. So for the high school football games tonight, I don't think rain will be a big problem. I guess you can't technically rule out the chance of a shower somewhere, maybe as the games begin, but for most stadiums, tonight will be dry. Temperatures, I'd say, in the mid to upper 50s for the ball games. Nice and cool, a comfortable kind of cool. This is tomorrow, Saturday, 12 noon. We are in between waves. The short wave is onto the east. That long wave is west of the state. And accordingly, I think most of the day will be dry. Let's check the old high-res NAM. This is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and basically it's got nothing here. So we're going to mention a slight chance of a shower just in case, but for the Auburn-Georgia game at Jordan-Hare Stadium, don't think rain will be a problem. And for the Alabama game over in Starkville tomorrow night, just a slight chance of a shower. The sun might peek out at times, and the high will be around 70 in some areas. It'll be pretty mild. Okay, this is Sunday. Got the deep surface low, under 1,000 millibars, over the Great Lakes with the trailing front. Sunday will be a mostly cloudy day here. And let's look at the high-res NAM. This is valid at noon. And it's got showers and storms already in here. We have seen some runs that hold the rain off until late Sunday or Sunday night. But the high-res NAM has done pretty well lately, so we'll forecast clearly a chance of showers during the day Sunday. We'll go to Sunday night. This is at midnight. That surface low is so far north of here, and you can see how the tight pressure gradient way north of here as well. In the trailing band of showers, just not looking that impressive. And then this is Monday at noon. Everything's out of here. It looks like the rain will be ending well before sunrise Monday, and the sky becomes sunny on Monday. So Sunday and Sunday night will be that main chance of rain. All right, severe weather possibilities. Let's look. This is going to be 03Z. This is 9 o'clock Sunday night. Trying to kind of pick the time frame here when the main band of storms will be coming through. This is the surface-based cape off the NAM. It does have a sliver of higher instabilities, around 750 joules, right along the front in a very narrow band. But remember, with time, that will be lessening because it's getting late Sunday night. But the instabilities across our state are under 750 joules. And, in the cold season, you can have some severe weather with low capes like that, but certainly that's not going to be a big issue, as the capes are just not that high at all. And by cape, that's convective available potential energy, basically the buoyancy, the ability of air parcels to rise freely. This is the low-level jet Sunday night. Again, same time. This is at 9 o'clock Central Time, and clearly the main dynamics are pretty far north of here. That screaming low-level jet is really over Kentucky and points north. And that's a good thing. Now, the helicity values are fairly high. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity. And the numbers start to ramp up over northeast Alabama, and then they peak, again, well to the north of here, but certainly that could bring a sustained updraft if we can get thunderstorms going. This is the Energy Helicity Index, the EHI, and they do achieve a unit of 1 along the immediate front. Of course, the big limiting factor in that parameter, it's the lack of instability. This is the significant tornado parameter, the STP. Numbers are all below 1 over North Alabama. And finally, the Craven-Brooks Severe Weather Index. And you see the higher values over Mississippi and Alabama in advance of that front, where there's trying to be the better combination of instability and shear, but the instability is just lacking. So we're getting closer to the event. Confidence is fairly high, but, the guys at SPC did pull the risk farther south, and we have to respect that. They spend a lot of time with that. But again, from looking at all of this data, I would say the severe weather risk for Alabama is pretty marginal. And I just don't think we'll have a big problem. But watch the blog, watch the videos this weekend, and we'll adjust things if need be. I'd say the main window for the heavier storms, probably 6 p.m. until midnight. Sunday night, something like that. And again, Monday we go sunny. This is Tuesday, we'll be dry. Wednesday we're dry. All of next week looks very uneventful. This is Thursday. Winds veer back into the south. And a week from today, cold front west of the state with a band of showers and storms. That doesn't particularly bode well for that following weekend. Again, this map is for Friday, the 22nd of November. And there's a look at the upper pattern on Friday. You can see the nice trough off to the west. This is Saturday, November 23rd, kind of getting into voodoo land here, but a lot of things are happening that weekend. This is the weekend before Thanksgiving. We've still got a lot of football going on, and that's showing rain moving into Alabama on that day. Of course, we can't tell you about timing this far in advance. And this is Sunday, the 24th, still wet, but the rain probably would taper off during the day. So the preliminary thinking is that weekend, the 23rd and 24th, could be pretty wet. This is the 27th, Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Biggest travel day of the year. Much of the nation quiet, at least the southern half. Looks like the biggest problems will be snow up north over Montana and the Dakotas, maybe parts of the Great Lakes. Here's Thanksgiving Day. We are dry. And the end of the forecast and the end of the month, right at the end of November, the weather still looks relatively mild and quiet, if that's right. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening, on the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.